So hello guys, how are you all and welcome to my channel Code Start Key, and this is my first video of my channel. So this is a new channel based on coding and web development. Means in this channel I will upload videos based on coding and web development. Okay, so I am going to start a new playlist on a topic from today, and this playlist will be based on web development. Okay, means the first motive of our channel is to teach web development, then coding in different languages like Android development, then I will start. But our first primary motive will be teaching web development. Okay, so today's playlist will be based on web development only, what we will start today. So if you are interested in learning coding, then please subscribe this channel. Okay, because I will continue uploading videos from today on coding. So if you are interested in coding, please subscribe this channel, and if you like this video, please hit the like button. Okay, so what shall we learn in this playlist and this video? So let's see, means what shall we learn in this playlist and this video. In this playlist we shall learn and understand HTML, and in this video we shall understand what is HTML and create and run a demo program in HTML. Okay, so in what is HTML, we will discuss that, but learn one thing, that HTML is used for creating websites. Okay, so I means it is a primary language used for web development, so HTML must be taught first for web development. So we were starting HTML from today. Okay, and then we shall understand what is HTML and create and run a demo program in HTML. Okay, we will also means literally you can say that today we will create our first website. Okay, simple website, but you will create your first website today. If you see this video, then you will be able to create your first website. Okay, let's see what is HTML. HTML stands for hypertext markup language. Yes. Okay, then it is used to create the base of a web application. So I forgot one thing to tell, that what is the meaning of hypertext. Okay, let me let me put this word in a square. Meaning of hypertext. Okay, so hypertext is basically a text that can be understood by the computer. Okay, or it can contain, means it contains many types of things like links, images. Okay, means basically you understand that hypertext is the type of text that is understood by the computer. Okay, so this is the meaning of hypertext. Means text, it is understood by the computer, means that the computer can read this text, and means it can be converted in the machine language. Okay, so what is machine language? 0 and 1 binary language. That all we will see afterwards, but our main focus is what is hypertext. And I told you that hypertext is a type of text that is or the type of code that is understood by a machine. Okay, or a computer, you can say. Means hypertext is a text that is understood by a computer. This is a plain definition of hypertext. Okay, then we have a markup. So what is the meaning of markup? Markup means the way the text should be put. Suppose I am typing, not text, I am typing a text, suppose hello. Okay, hello. So suppose this text will be understood by the computer in a different, not simply the computer will understand it as a hello, it will understand it as its in own code. Okay, like 0 and 1 I told, will understand this hello text as its own code. Okay, the compiler will convert this hello. So suppose, but I want to make this text, this is red color, I want to make this green color. Okay, suppose I am making this text green color, hello. Okay, so then what I will do, means like this text you can see black in the website also, basically black text is printed. But what to do if I want to make it bolder, or if I want to change the color, what to do? Then the term markup is used in this case. Means the word markup will instruct the computer how to display the text. Okay, means markup means basically it consists of tags in HTML. Basically markup means it will instruct the computer how to display the text. Okay, hypertext is a text that is understood by the computer, and markup means that how to display the text that is understood by the computer. Suppose the computer will understand this thing hello, okay, computer will understand this thing hello, but how to display this to the user, like this is what is HTML. This was a simple text, but this thing markup means this not actually it is a term that refers to how a text should be printed. Means this is the definition of markup, okay. How a text should be printed means it instructs the computer how a text should be printed. So this system instructed the computer that how this what is HTML should be printed, okay. Like it will be in the center, it will be in white color. So I hope you understood the meaning of hypertext and markup. Let me again revise. Hypertext is a text that is understood by the computer. Wait, and don't worry, I will give all these descriptions, means whatever I am teaching in this video, all I will give you in the description box, okay, link. And from there, if you click on the link, then you will go to a website named GitHub. Means there I will also share the code, whatever code I will type in this word, there I will share, and all the definitions, okay. So don't worry, just you see this video for understanding the definitions I will give, okay. Then you can see that definition. So hypertext is a text that is understood by the computer, okay. So that is understood by the computer. And markup basically means, and the meaning of markup is it instructs the computer how to, or basically we can say in which format to display the text, okay. It instructs the computer in, it has become, but forget this in, means it instructs the computer in which format to display the text, okay. So means that is why HTML is used for web development, because hypertext means basically what does HTML means it is a hypertext, means a code that is understood by the computer, which is displayed in a format that the markup decides, okay. And basically the markup means user only instructs that, means this markup is created by the users only, this markup is created by the users, okay. Means the web developer basically they instruct this how this hypertext should be printed, okay. So that is why HTML is called hypertext markup language, okay. Means it is a type of code that is understood by the computer, and it is printed in the way the web developer wants, okay. So I hope you understood the meaning of HTML. So it is used to create the base of a web application. So what is the meaning of base of a web application? See, all websites are displayed using HTML, okay. All the websites are displayed using HTML. There are many languages to create website, but their base is HTML. Without HTML it is impossible to create websites, okay. Means if suppose you have a skeleton, means suppose we have body and the base of the body is skeleton. Now if somebody removes the skeleton, what will happen? Will the body move? No, the body will not move. So it will not function only. So means the skeleton is the base of our body. Similarly, HTML is the base of our body. Then it is designed using many languages. So, but HTML is basically the base. Means without HTML it is impossible to create websites, okay. So that is why HTML is so important for web development. Without HTML it is impossible to create websites. So every web development course must start with HTML. So I hope you understood. I explained just now only why every web development course must start with HTML. It is easy to learn, and basically HTML is very easy to learn. It is not so tough like C++, Java or any other programming language. It is very easy, and the courses are means they are much and think that you are typing means you are studying English. It's very easy course. Okay, so the files of HTML must be saved with .html extension. So now this is important. Suppose you are creating a HTML file name index. Okay, index.html. okay, wait, only index. Okay, name. Now if you want to create this as an HTML page, okay, so what you need to do, you need to give this extension .html. okay, it is compulsory to give this extension. Okay, .html. Let me again type index.html. okay, index.html means whatever, not compulsory to use index, but whatever file name you want to give that, then .html. this is compulsory to create a HTML file. okay, .html extension is compulsory, and any name you can give before the .html, but the extension should be .html to create a HTML file. So let us see basic HTML tags. okay, understanding basic HTML tags. So these are the tags basically of our base web application. These tags are compulsory. These 9 tags are compulsory to create a website using HTML. okay, without these tags the website will be meaningless, and it will not be, there will nothing in that website without this tags. It is not possible. okay, to create a website without these tags. So you must learn this properly, otherwise you will not understand HTML. means whatever video I will create afterwards, you will not understand that if you don't understand this properly. So I'm explaining this very detailedly. Please understand this, because these are important, these are must to learn. okay, without this website is meaningless, it cannot be created. So doc type HTML, it specifies that the document types HTML. So first of all, let me tell that these all text are means these all tags are given in ascending order. Means not ascending order does not mean that whichever letter will come first, that will be displayed first. Not that. I want to say that first means in order to create a website, first you need to type this tag doc type HTML. okay, this exclamation mark, then this doc type HTML, and these angle brackets are important. okay, these are not for sure, this is the symbol of tag. Otherwise but simply type doc type HTML, then this doc type HTML will be displayed in the browser if you don't put this angle brackets. okay, so these angle brackets are important. This specifies that this is a whatever text is there within this angle bracket, this is a tag, which means these tags are basically markup. okay, these are referred to as markup, these tags. okay, these tags will instruct the computer how to display the text. These are basically markups. okay, how this I told you that the web developer inserts these tags, so these tags are basically markups. okay, it will tell the browser how to the computer how to display the text. okay, so it specifies that the document type is HTML. okay, so this doc type HTML will tell the browser that yes, this document type is HTML. you can means this, it enhances the browsers to understand. Nowadays if you don't give this tag, then nothing will happen, but it is better to give for the browser, because if you don't give these tags, then many older browsers means Internet Explorer will not support. I guess, I don't know really it will support or not, but I think it will not support Internet Explorer, the entire HTML document. It will not display because it will not understand what the document type is. okay, so it's better you give this tag, this document doc type HTML, so that the browser will understand that the document type is HTML. Then we have our HTML, it begins an HTML document. okay, so basically from here to here, the main HTML document. okay, this tag is used for reference for the browser, but from this HTML to /HTML, the main HTML content is there. okay, so this HTML tag is beginning the HTML document. Then this head tag, it contains the metadata about the web page. So basically what is the metadata? So a metadata is the data about the data. Okay, so what does this data about the data means? Suppose you are having a book, so in that index page there will be written what are there in this book, who is the author of this book, what is the price of the book, what is the book based upon, who published this book, which publication. So these all will be stated in that, in the index page of the book. So similarly, this head tag contains all the metadata about the web. So basically that data, which means who is the author of the book, then what is description of the book, then what are present in the book, price of the book, these all are the metadata about the book. Okay, means the book is a set of data, but the metadata contains the data about the data, means who created that data, then what is the price of, means of that book, means what is the price of the data. These all are the meta, means these are the data about the data. Okay, so similarly an HTML means a web page is a data. Okay, now this metadata this head tag contains the metadata of the web page, means who created the website, then what is this website based about, then what is the title of the website. Title we will see just now, is who created this website, what is this website based upon. These all things are given. Okay, and these things help the search engines, okay, like Google, to search out your website. Suppose you are creating an online food delivery website, now you want people to know about it, okay, by searching in the Google. So people will search in the Google that online food delivering websites. So now if you give that description that this is an online food delivery website, we provide the best food, like this, if you put the description, then what will happen, the search engine will easily understand what is your website about, then it will display to your website based on your number of visitors. Okay, so this metadata are important to for the search engine, so that people can search your website. Okay, so I hope you understood what is the metadata. Okay, so these all metadata are contained in the head tag. Okay, the head tag contains all the metadata, and many metadata are even not displayed. Okay, we will understand that later, but let's understand now what is title. It displays the title of a web page. Now let me show you what is title. Here, open another Google Chrome window, type over here google.com. you can type anything, I am typing google.com. Okay, google.com. okay, see, Google came. So basically this thing you are seeing, this Google, leave out this icon, this is also metadata of the web page, means it is the data of the data, means it contains the icon of the web page, which is also the data, which is also a metadata. So basic, and this Google, this text, not this icon. Okay, forget about this, let me cover this icon. This text Google, this is the metadata, means this is the title of the web page. Okay, this text, it means this Google is the title of the web page, or you can say the name of the web page. Okay, so this is also metadata. This like you have the name of the book, suppose you have physics books, there will be written physics book. Okay, so this the title, means it is the data about the data, it is a metadata. Basically it is the data about the data. So this title is also a part of metadata. Okay, this icon is also a part, but this title is the main part. Okay, this will state the name of your website. Okay, name or the name of the data of the. Okay, so I hope you understood what is title. And another thing, let me show you. Wait, let me go to this topic, then I am showing. Okay, the slash title closes the title tag, and except this doc type HTML and some tags are there which do not have closing tags, but else all other tags, just have a look at this code, all other tags are closed using this slash. Okay, all tags is HTML at the last, we have slash HTML, then title, then we have slash title, then head, we have slash head, body, we have slash body. So I hope means all tags are HTML are closed using slash tag. Okay, means tag, then the content inside the tag, then the slash, then close the tag. Okay, so except this doc type HTML, this does not have a closing tag. Okay, so basically this slash title closes the title tag, the slash head closes the head tag. Okay, means first you have to give this tag doc type HTML, then you have to open this HTML tag. Okay, then inside that HTML you need to give this head tag, then inside the head tag you need to give this title tag. We will see the code, don't worry, we will, but I'm telling you beforehand. Then give the title of the website, then the slash title, then close the head tag. Okay, because the header part is closed, means the metadata is closed. Then open the body tag, and basically what is the body? It opens the body of an HTML document. First let us see what is the body. So this basic, wait, yes, from here, see whatever I am underlining, this white part, whatever is there in this white part. Okay, from before the search bar, not the search bar. Okay, from this edge before the search bar, and these all whatever is there, this white part and this gray part, whatever is there, this is the main content of the website. No, means people don't work on this title and this metadata, people work here. No, we type like this. Okay, like this we type, and then Google search, and these all are there. So basically people work or see, means whatever data is in the website, it is displayed here, no, on the screen, not the metadata. People look for the data, no, that what is the data, what is the website based on, of the work upon the data. So this is the body tag, means it contains the data of the web page. Okay, the head tag contains the metadata and the body tag contains the data of the web page. Okay, so this is the basic difference between head and body tag. Okay, so I hope you understand what is body tag. So they closes the body tag of HTML document. This slash body means the data will be closed, and this slash HTML closes the HTML document. Okay, so I hope you understood these basic tags. Now we will see practical code. Okay, before that, one thing I want to say, that these all tags means leave this doc type HTML, but whatever head, title, body, these all will be inside the HTML document. Okay, within the HTML tag. So task for today, create a demo program in HTML setting the title code start techie and the body hello world. Okay, so see this properly. What will be the title? Code start techie. Okay, code start techie will be the title and the body will be hello world. So let's start the most interesting part of this video. So I will open Notepad. Okay, so basically you should start with Notepad, because we are a basic, we have just started web development. So don't go for any other text editor now. I will surely create next video on a text editor, but for now open this simple Notepad. Okay, simple. Okay, first let me do one thing. Let me create a new folder in the desktop. Okay, on the desktop, you can create anywhere, but I'm creating a new folder on the desktop and naming it code star techie what HTML. And one thing to say, HTML is not case sensitive. If you don't know what is case sensitive means like this. Suppose you are typing HTML and you are closing with like this /HTML. Okay, so instead of this /HTML, if you type like this also /HTML in capital, or if you type like this also, so anyway if you type, it will not matter. Okay, in HTML, so that will not matter in HTML much. So I am creating a new file, but remember that the spelling of the tag should be okay, spelling and syntax, the uppercase and lowercase does not matter, but the spelling and syntax should be okay. Let me open this code start taking. I'm creating a new text document. Okay, first index, let me write. First I am opening a text document in Notepad. Okay, not HTML, this is a text document. I will first edit this as this Notepad. It means it basically, if you means we will open this text document in Notepad, then we will save it to as HTML. Okay, so first let me type doc type HTML, our first code. Look at this code very properly. HTML, then our head tag, then our title, and what was that? Code star techie, then slash title slash body, sorry, not slash body, slash head. See the syntax, I'm showing the syntax. Okay, enable output auto. I've explained these tags, what are the functions of these tags. When I will display the output, it will, you will understand automatically. Okay, body, then hello. I need not explain this, because if you see this code, you will understand automatically that as it was stated that the title should be code start tag. I put this inside the title tag, whatever with the title and slash title. See the syntax properly. Okay, the title and slash title, I put this code start techie, and with the body and slash body, I put this hello world. Okay, the body, then close the slash HTML. Okay, so I've saved it. Now I will click on save as, index all files. Okay, make sure it is all files, index.html, save. So I have saved it. Now let me again open this. Let me delete this text document. See this chromes and cream. See chrome HTML document. See, because this is a website, this is our first website. Okay, this is our first website. See, it came hello world. See, so if you, so we have created our first website like this. See, the title is code start. Okay, no icon is there over here, but this was our task, code start techie, and the text is hello world. We will surely see on icon how to insert, but not now, at the last of this playlist. Okay, because that are secondary things, but these are primary. See, whatever I have inserted within the title tag, this code start techie, that is displayed over here, and whatever I have displayed in the inserted in the body tag hello world, this has been printed over here. Okay, so this is the body, means the data of the web page body, this hello world, and this code start techie. Okay, this text code start techie is the metadata of the web page. Okay, I explained you what is metadata. So I hope you like this video and understood the topic that was discussed in the video. And don't worry, I will put all the definition. This what is hypertext, then what is markup language, what is a compiler, what is machine code, the 0 and 1, then what is HTML description, functions of HTML, then the code of the video, all I will put in GitHub and share the link in the description. Okay, so bye. So let us end up for today. Thank you.